let's see, typing in commands one at a time works. But if you're doing a bunch of stuff, it's nice to do it all at once. You can store all of your commands in something called a batch file. So for instance, I can restart all the computers in this room by using this little batch file, or I can shut them all down. I quite often do this at the end of the day just to shut all the computers off. So I'm gonna open this up, it's gonna look pretty hieroglyphic. But if I have to say, there it is, edit notepad. Because if I said, open it right now, it'd shut down all the computers in the room. It may not be terribly handy. So in batch file language, it's a programming language. It's not Python, but it's a programming language. REM means remark. So it's just describing what this thing does. And it's one I found years and years ago online somewhere, and I just keep using it. So what it does is this is a for loop like we've worked on in Python. It goes from 1 to 20, one step at a time, and it does this for each of the different computers. This is a variable name. How about that for weird? Two percents and the variable name, but that's how batch files work. So this starts at 1. So I shut off DS D1S1, which is that computer in the corner. D1S2, D1S3, D1S4, D1S5. Tom set up this numbering pattern, and I've just kept it because it's very handy. So I can know that I can shut down Nathaniel's computer because I know it's D1S6. They're over to 20. And so this is going through and doing D1S1, the next time D1S2. And this is a shutdown command that automatically forces a computer to shut down. Pauses it at the end so I can see if it worked or not. Otherwise, it just disappears. We are not going to do this command. This is just an example of one of the things you can automate. Yes, Ignacio?
Can you first turn off my computer so I can see? Please.
Oh, I wouldn't do that with this because this would turn off the entire room.
Oh,
But I can do this at the command prompt because I'm logged in as an administrator. And if I bring this up in administrator mode, you can't do this as a user. You have to be at administrator level. And I would have to hard code, because I'd be 678. So that would be, I'd shut down your computer. So the shutdown command is built into Windows. /S means shut down. /T means how long it's going to wait to shut down. And I want it to shut down right now. M means I don't care if there's programs running. I want it to shut down, period.
Mm-hmm.
And if there's no errors going on, it shuts down the computer.
oh, that's sick. It'll work. Yeah.
Yeah. So
You saved your stuff?
I hope you did. Because it's not going to wait for anything. That's what the M does. It just says shut down. I don't care what's going
So
on.
if you were to put 1 where that 0 value was, would that wait 1 minute or 1
It
second?
probably would pop up something on the computer that says the computer's going to shut down in 1 second or something.
Yeah.
If you don't put that in there, I think the default is 30 seconds. It'll say your computer's going to shut down in 30 seconds. I just use this because I want to shut them down and get out.
Save anything. How nice.
Do what?
30 seconds, just long enough for you to panic, but not save anything.
Pretty much, yeah. I think that is the default. And then I can restart the room too, if they're on. So that's just one example. We are going to do a lab at some point. Maybe this is the lab. Do we do shutdown buttons in this lab? Has anybody done this lab? I think we do. Oh, Savannah, you haven't done this one yet?
That's the other ones.
Oh, okay, good. At some point, we're gonna do these. I don't remember where they
I
are.
don't think it's in this.
It may not be, it may be later on. But you can put in little one-line batch files inside of an icon. So this will shut down my computer. You'll notice that on each of your computers, you have a little red stop sign off button. You double click on that, it shuts down the computer. We don't want you signing out, particularly because I don't even remember the password of the generic account. I have to look it up if we need it. If you restart the computer, it'll automatically go to the desktop. It's like called a kiosk, meaning there's no interaction. It just starts up and then there it is. All right, well, let's do a quick batch file. Oh, you already did. So let me close that out and let's go back to our Windows 11. And I'm going to change to, I'll just do it right here. So a batch file is a text file, which means we can make it in Notepad. And we'll just make it do a copy. Call it copy.txt. Yep, there's not one there, so I'm going to create a new one. Okay, so we're going to do copy. And when you run a batch file, it doesn't necessarily know anything about a path or where you are or anything. So when you're doing a batch file, you want to put in the full path. So C:\users /user /documents, right? And in that documents folder is wasn't it doc1.txt? Yeah, I think that's right. Well, then we could, yeah, I'm not going to type all that in again. Copy it and paste it. And that gives us our destination. Whoops. That's where it's going to go. And so I don't have to type that in every time if I want to do something repeatedly. I can run it from, oh, that's not where it is it? No, that is where it is. Yep, there it is. But I can't run a file called copy.txt. If I run that file, it comes up and I can see it. So we have to save it in a special way. Save as. Automatically, it puts txt at the end of it, unless we do this and say all files and put BAT or CMD at the end of it. That helps Windows recognize it as an executable file. It recognizes both extensions. So for now, if I save it and I close this out, one of them has a BAT, one of them has TXT. If I type in copy, it runs automatically. As long as the batch file is okay. But notice how it stopped. It just was done. And there we are. I copied it. So you can automate anything that you can do at the command line. You can automate. Are you to the point where you're going to automate much at this point? No, but we need to start having an understanding of how the command line works. Because a lot of what we do in Windows and Windows Server and Linux, you can only do from the command line. That's the nature of what's happening. I think that's enough for today. I think everybody's brain's about ready to fry.